Hi, lovelies. Welcome yet again to this beautiful episode 4 on the IANS show. I'm super excited to be here with you, my lovelies. Guess what? I know most of you are wondering, what is she doing? Who is this? Worry no more. Yes, I'm no Harry and I'm no Luca, but I'm your girl, Love Umba, and I'll be your new host. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be refreshing. And you know, with IANS, we give you the very best. So make sure you always stay tuned. We have a lot of juicy information to give to you today. We'll be right back. Change can often be good. Since the beginning of time, only those humans progressed who believed in change. This is why we left our caves. We invented the wheel. We started employing fire to find and build a better life, not only for ourselves, but to give a better life to others. The humans who embraced change were called the pioneers, the vanguard, the human race into greater dimensions. Welcome back, my lovelies. Of course, it's still your girl, Love Mba. I'm just super excited, like I said before. Guys, it's going to be really engaging. I'm here to bring you some good news. So just listen attentively. At IANS, we've always inculcated change in our process. We always keep evolving, we keep improving. Like pioneers of an early era, we're employing new tools to weave your dreams to the UK. I am the product of this change. As a regular viewer of our daily show, you're still wondering, who is this person? Where is Harry? Where is Luca? Well, I'm going to answer all your queries. I am Lovenbar, and I'm going to be your new host on the Ian's Daily Show. And it's live from London. This is the season 4 of our show, and we have revamped our show. More or less like we've actually upgraded our show to something more exciting. I know you must be missing Harry and Luca. That's absolutely fine. But guess what? I would give you a reason to miss me while I'm not there. That's definitely a promise. And of course, we're here to tell you guys about how to come to the UK. The whole idea of IANS is basically to bring skilled workers like you, regular people like you and I, just to bring them over here to the UK to feel that joy, to enjoy the weather like we are, to enjoy the beautiful, scenery that we get to see here as well. So that's why IANS, we always say, brings you the very best. IANS will make sure that, you get the best process. We'll put you through every tiny detail. We'll work on your CV. We would give you all that you need, all that you require to come to the UK. Would help you prepare your COS, which is the certificate of sponsorship. Not to worry. I know lots of you are wondering, this is like too much information, but we're here to help you out, that's for sure. And today, I'm not here alone. I'm here with my colleague, Harry. But before we go to him, I bring you good tidings again. On December 17th, we're going to be having a show over here in the UK. Now, we've been having hybrid shows for a while. And, it's been exciting. The last one we had was in Sri Lanka, Colombo, and my colleague Harry was right there to give you guys all of the juicy details of what happened. But let me just, break it down a little bit. We had over 200 people on Zoom and over 100 people in attendance. How amazing is that? Like I said before, these are just regular people. None of them are actors. None of them were paid to do this. They just happen to always do this. They happen to always, come out to our daily lives because we're real. Ian's just gives you exactly what you're looking for. Now, let me get to my colleague, Harry. How are you doing today, Derry?
I mean, I am absolutely delighted to be here. I don't know where to begin. I mean, we had this amazing show that just finished this Saturday, a one of a kind event, and Ian's brought a hybrid event to Sri Lanka. Being streamed, people coming in from all over the world, and we had people in attendance. It just blew people out of the water. So, I mean, I got so much details to share with you.
I want to hear it. Oh, honestly, first of all, I'm jealous. Like, I saw all of the fun in Sri Lanka, Colombo. You guys just had all the fun and you left me here. Why?
Well, you know what? Like this is the first of a kind event, even for people in Sri Lanka. I mean, we've had many seminars, as in like people go to seminars in Sri Lanka, like in most countries they do, and most of these are educational fairs, most of these are migration events and everything. But what made Ian's event really unique was that it was the amount of information, the fact that you could meet Ian in person, you could meet Ian's teams in person. We had Akash Rai in all there. We had Parak over there. We had Sukhwinder taking questions. There was so much people to talk to, and we had everybody, asking all the questions. They got all the answers, and boy, were they happy they attended. The 69 pounds 99 was merely an afterthought. It was remarkable. I got so much to say. It's just I don't know where to begin. I'm just giving you drip feeds of events, but boy, so much. You were right. 200 people on Zoom, 100 people attended in person. At some point, we had to get more chairs, and we had people. We just didn't expect such a strong response, and boy, did we love it. It's amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
Of course, as IANS, we don't expect any less, do we? We just have to bring a lot of people. We always pull a massive crowd. I'm just wondering what the one in London is going to be. It's so close. It's going to be massive, more massive than it was over there.
Oh yes, the event on the 17th September, sorry, 17th December, you got planned in London. I think it's going to be massive, another hybrid event, and I think they're going to have so many people, converting. It's a great place, and wherever Ian's goes, it makes its presence felt, and I think that's important. All that pomp and show that most people put on. Ian's is, real. It's genuine. People saw it in person, and the feedback I got was tremendous. I was just, some of the people, some of the friends and families, friends that I've known, people I've just met randomly in coffee shops. I've just mentioned about Ian's. They saw the daily show. They were there. They were right there, and I was just, So my question was, where are you going to go from here?
Yeah.
The momentum club. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And I know people at home are just wondering, what is IANS all about? How do they do all of this, important events? How do they get this massive crowd? How can one, be a skilled worker? What does it really take? I want you to put them through on that. What do you think, Harry?
The most pertinent question that everyone attended asked was, do I have the qualifications? Am I too old? Uh, these these are not a concern, because I mean, this is what most people have been told. That's what been told. I mean, yeah, they're too old, or have enough qualifications. Ian's trains you to become a skilled worker. They'll bring you there. They'll get you the right skills. Oh, I'm not really good in my English. Not a problem. Ian's will train you. They have such skilled IELTS teachers. Been doing this for years on end. And they will train you with the English. Those were the first thing that comes out of the people who attended the fair was, am I eligible? Once they were past that, it was almost as if the doors were wide open and flung, and Ian was there, and he was just simply showing the timeline, the testimonies of people.
Yeah.
People like Imali, people also from the Philippines, all these stories that show the true, the grit, and the testament to people who went past the finish line. There were lots of people, who had doubts, but by the time they left, they were in very high spirits. I wish you could see the looks on their faces. It was fascinating. It was a culmination of 2 long weeks of hard work, and Ian's pulled it off. I am simply in awe at the way that Ian was handling their questions and meeting them. And once he got them to open up, and I tell you, Sri Lankans are not easy to crack. They're a tough nut to crack, but Ian was there in no time, and absolutely, it was a lovely show. And I mean, I'm telling you, it was one to remember.
Yeah. Harry, you know what? I have a lot of questions for you, but before we go on, let's just take a quick break and we'll be right back. You get, and then the last one is the one. Hi, Harry, are you there?
I am back, love. Where do we begin? Where do we continue? What sort of questions have you got? I've got all the answers right here. I was
Okay.
there in person. I saw Ian do his magic, and I'm telling you, it's beyond magic. It is not magic. It's the real deal. It's concrete answers, clear steps, a pathway, and it's the quickest way to get to the road to UK is open to anyone who joins Fields, who sees this right now, from wherever you are, whatever country, it does not matter, whether it's from Ghana or from Nigeria, or whether it's from the Philippines, and even to my brothers and sisters in Sri Lanka and far afield in India, wherever you are, the road to UK begins with IANS, and you saw that last Saturday. And there's another one coming up on the 17th of December, and boy, that's an event not to be missed. And I think a lot of my friends, who were able to make it in person or miss the event, they are going to be super excited to know that you announced another event on the 7th of December, and they're going to be
Yeah.
joining that also. This is amazing, absolutely amazing.
You know what, Harry, it's so nice to finally meet you, like officially, because like you've been doing this longer than I have. But how has it been for you, the Ian's, hosting experience? Tell me about it.
Oh, it's fabulous. It's listening to the stories that really brings it home. I mean, I've been in their position. I've listening to their stories. Some of them are really tough to hear. The stories that some have been, they've lost money, they've lost time, and probably the hardest thing to hear is probably them saying that they've given up. Uh, and it's probably the most challenging thing. And you can relate to that. There are people who have gone through this, and it's the same repeat cycle. And for Ians to come in and give them hope and an opportunity to realize their dreams with their family, and be on the march with the gates wide open to the United Kingdom is something beyond imaginable. It was almost messianic, to see Ian on stage, and just everybody just listening to him, and it was remarkable. It's absolutely amazing.
That's fantastic, Harry. I mean, I remember 6 candidates got their sponsorship certificates. Like, how these things happen are just unbelievable. Yeah.
It
Just
was.
last
I
week.
mean, yeah, go on. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You
So
mentioned
it's
about
like,
last week.
yeah, just last week, more people are being put forward for interviews. It's just magical how, Ian's is just working swiftly to progress all candidates from different parts of the world, different backgrounds. And being part of this big purpose is a life-changing experience. Don't you think so, Harry? Can you tell us, what you've learned from hearing these unique stories, of our candidates?
No, that's a very good story you just brought up, love. Those 6 candidates. I was in the room, and Ian said just landed, and they didn't waste any time going anywhere, sightseeing. No, they came immediately to the Taj Samudra, and they immediately got into hall. They had a table, and they had all the candidates that have brought in, and they announced the news. And the speed was just unbelievable. I think that's probably the shock of most of the candidates. Ian's promises the fastest way to get to the UK, and he delivers. And I saw that in action. And these people were in for one surprise. I think they were simply blown away by the speed at which Ian was getting things done. I didn't stop there. And then even in the build up to the main event on Saturday, things were catching up, and even behind the scenes. So it what I think really stands out, there's so many things that stand out with Ian and his team and his professionalism, but it is the sheer speed, and I think that is something that is quite remarkable, and I think that takes everyone a little bit by surprise. So anyone who's tuning in and watching in right now, and you have
Yeah.
been watching for the past 2 weeks and before, this is something that you have to be prepared for. It is the manner and the pace at which it's done. It will take you by surprise, a pleasant surprise.
I like that. You know what? I can actually when you get up close and personal with this candidate, you realize how important, it is for them to achieve their dream of living and working in the UK. And when you feel that weight, that gravity, you appreciate it even more when they finally progress in their, applications. It's more or less like they're your siblings and you've just helped them out. And then that's what IANS has always stood for, helping other people, reaching out, and even to the most remote areas that they can change lives and show people, how to create a better future. And like I said before, I'm still jealous of you because you got to see them live and direct, some weeks ago in Colombo. Like, how did that feel for you? Just that the fact that that everyone here is going to be, blessed by IANS. How was that experience for you?
I think seeing the candidates, seeing their families, holding their loved ones, hope is what we all live through, live with. Hope is what all we have. And Ian's goes above and beyond. It's not just about hope, it's real change, a real change, a complete turnaround for people's lives. Most people's lives in Sri Lanka and all over the world, they are mundane, they're repetitive. It's a grind, the daily thing. And I spoke about this at the show as well. And, if you're hearing me, if you're driving home late, finishing, graveyard shifts, and to your family is so tired that you don't even have time to play with your kids, and see all of them there holding their kids with a smile on their faces. That just brought some really wonderful, that's a wonderful sight. I can't really put that in words. And when I spoke up to a lot of them and just listened to their stories and what their feedback were, and they were super excited. They just want to go, and they know they're close, and a lot of them are going to be there before Christmas also, and the others, soon after to follow, and it'll just keep coming. Chandik is going to be a very busy guy at the airport picking them up for sure.
Yeah. And I'm sure our attendees really enjoyed last Saturday. I was also there interviewing, attending to people as well, the attendees on Zoom and even remotely. I felt how interactive and exciting the event is. It was very festive. I saw what Sharon was doing as well, interviewing people. And, she's a celebrity over there in Sri Lanka. So it was like, oh my God, IANS is so big as well. I was so happy to be part of something so big and magical. What do you really think were the highlights of, IANS hybrid event?
Well, I think the component was the Zoom component. Now, you said there were 200 people coming by Zoom and more than 100 who attended in person. Now, most people would think, oh, if only I had attended in person, I feel I wouldn't left. Nobody was left out. Everyone had the opportunity. They were engaged, and I think that was very important to see all of that going and moving, and progress. What we have at IANS is progress, and I think that's important for all of the people watching and who have been watching. It is the march forward, and it is the road to UK, and it is a very clear path with very clear instructions and very clear guidelines, and you will be taken care of, you, your family. And I think that showcased the kind of all-round care that Ian is renowned for. We don't just send, and we send their families and their children together as well. And here we saw everybody attending in person, whether it was via Zoom or whether in person, everyone was treated the same. And it was an amazing event. It was just, I just I had wished they had another event, maybe the following day, maybe that would have been too much. I do feel for Ian's and his team. They did a fantastic and fabulous job. And I wish we could also have gone on to Kandy, which is another beautiful place. And I
Yeah.
hope, Ian's comes there soon, because Ian's presence has been felt in Sri Lanka. I assure you, the feedback that I'm getting and the interest that has suddenly spiked is just remarkable. And even now, when I tell people the opportunity that exists, they don't believe me because of how easy Ian's makes it, and they just are completely, no, I just don't believe it. It's not possible. It's not true. Well, I said, How is it not possible? We have the proof, and the proof is in the pudding with our candidates who have successfully shown their travel visas, their work
Over
permits, and
600 skilled workers. We're really doing well.
exactly, you hit it right on the head. Absolutely, it's over 600 people, and we show the testimony, we show the proof of it, and that's why IANS is confident. IANS knows what it's doing, unlike other people. This is where the joy is in starting the process, and the journeys. We've seen the timelines, and everyone is on their way, and this is remarkable. The question is, do you want to join us on the road to UK? And I think that no better place to start, no better time than now.
You
So,
know,
register.
attend our hybrid events. That's the first step, actually, so we can show you the way.
Absolutely, register. This is the event. This is your moment to take an opportunity of a lifetime. This is going to change your life in ways you cannot imagine. It's going to be remarkable. The 17th of December, wherever you are, join in via Zoom. If you can be in London, please come. This is going to be such an event. And you saw the magic in Colombo. I heard it, I saw it
Yeah,
in Dubai. Until you go there in person, you will not realize how amazing it is. So you have to tune
yeah.
in. You have to join. If you can't be in person, via Zoom, it does not matter. This is it. This is it.
Thank you so much, Harry. It's been so nice catching up with you. So what I'll do now, just take a quick break and I'll be right back. Wow, welcome back. That video is simply dynamic, so much energy. It is a work of art. And you know who did it? It was edited in no time by our own videographer, filmmaker, extraordinary Burge. Say hi, Burge. Guys are whining. He's a bit shy, but believe me, he's just like you and me. He's a skilled worker migrant as well. Just like you, he had a dream to come to the UK, and his dream was made possible by IANS. Our skilled worker hybrid event and webinar is not just for senior carers, it's for nurses, engineers, it's for all skilled worker job codes listed on the UK Home Office website. You can go check it out as well for clarity. Now, to tell you more, and how you can take advantage of our events and come to the UK, I have a very special guest for you. The host of the IANS Daily Show, that was Harry. He's the special guest I introduced to you. So what will happen is you can always ask us any questions. We're definitely going to be here to give you all of the details. But trust me, with IANS, it's the very best. With IANS, you don't have to worry. We'll put you through, we'll train you. So if you're one of those people that, get scared about interviews, you don't know how to handle it, worry no more, because with IANS, it would be easy. We'll put you through on every interview question you would get, and you'll be able to pass it, perfectly well. So I know a lot of people have a lot of questions, and but just know that we're real. I mean, we are real people like you and I. We've got real examples, so you have nothing to be scared of. What you just need to do is attend our hybrid event on 17th December. Make a date with us. Call us now. Make your bookings to attend our event. If you can't make it here, it could be on Zoom. If you're in the UK, if you can make it over, to London, that's perfectly fine. But if you can't, you can do it on Zoom. It's the same fee. You don't have to worry about anything. IANS will sort you, will put you through, and will give you that skilled workers visa. And those that are not here in the UK would be able to help you achieve that dream of coming to a beautiful place like the UK with a nice weather and beautiful people. So guys, what we're going to do now, we're going to take a quick break, and then we can now finally end our beautiful show for today. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mark Joseph Kabute. I'm from the Philippines. I went here in UK to study Masters in Mechanical Engineering last 2018. It's my dream to be an F1 designer. I cannot count how many companies I applied here in UK. All my plans are not going through, so that time I almost give up. I shout out in Facebook, and then suddenly one of my friends in Southampton called me and told me about IANS. He said that IANS can help me find a sponsor here in UK. I had only 15 days remaining on my visa and I'm stressing up, like I don't know what to do. That night when I went to the website of IAN and messaged them on Facebook, the day after, Michael contacted me. Ian just told me that someone wants to sponsor me. You know, like the feeling when you want to give up. It's like you already accepted your fate. You did your best, but it's done. It's like a light at the end of the tunnel. Ian told me that the employer will talk to you and interview you while Michael is preparing all my requirements. I was really amazed because they were able to get me a sponsorship interview in just 2 days. And that's because they have an incredible team that knew how to do it and understand my situation and help me from start to finish. Before my employment, I need to do a series of apply for the visa, taking the assessment exam, do the trainings. All of that happened in just 2 weeks. They will just give you instructions of what to do. You can leave it to them. They will do the job. It's just a very, very surprising experience, and I can say it's magical. In 2018, I didn't know about IANS. If only I knew about IANS, I didn't experience this stress and a lot of troubles in my life here in UK. If you are in the UK on a student visa, you don't need to study again if your visa is running out. Just go to IANS. You can trust them. They are very organized. They work in clarity. They can help you.